One of our readers, let's call her Florence, shared with us her painful story of debt and overspending. Fresh out of university, Florence landed her first job in a financial institution that paid her a gross salary of 80,000 Kenya shillings. One of the biggest perks that came with the job was access to low-interest staff loans. She took advantage of the opportunity and took a loan of 500,000 Kenya shillings. So with this money, she bought herself a second-hand car. So the interest rate of the loan was 9% per annum. So every month, a deduction of 11,100 was made for the repayment of her loan. Then she moved out into a very posh estate where she was paying 35,000 Kenya shillings of rent every month. Remember that this 80,000 was gross, and there were tax deductions, monthly rent, a deduction of the loan which was 11,100, and car maintenance costs such as fuel on top of her other needs. After paying for all these expenses, she struggled to make her ends meet. So by mid-month, she was borrowing from mobile loan apps and some of her friends for her survival. Her debt cycle continued to deepen. With all these expenses, she still had a standard to keep of maintaining her soft life. When she couldn't maintain it, she got so stressed such that she was not very productive at her workplace, and this made her lose her job. No savings and rising debt forced her to move out of her house and sell her car at a throwaway price, and she had to start life from scratch. Here are some lessons we can learn from Florence. Number one is to live below your means. If you want to create wealth, it is important that you spend less than you earn. Secondly, if you take a loan, make sure that it's not for consumption, but rather for an investment such as a business. Number three is to budget and save. It is important to plan your money well and ensure that a percentage of your salary goes to your savings. Also, it is important you save for big purchases. Instead of making a purchase you cannot afford, you should save for it. Lastly, have an emergency fund, and this will help you in emergencies such as losing your job.
Have you witnessed a situation where the more someone makes money, the more broke they become? This is a reality that many Kenyans face, and one of our readers contributed his story on our website where he shared his personal story. His first job was as an intern, earning 20,000. When he was earning the 20,000, he was able to sustain himself by paying rent and squeezing in the money to fit all his needs. However, after working as an intern for about 3 months, he got double the pay and he started earning 40,000. After a year of earning 40,000, he realizes he is barely able to manage the 40,000 within a month, so he has to take credit to meet his monthly needs. So what happens is, when he was earning 20,000, his lifestyle was affordable, but as he got to 40,000, he moved to a bigger house. He moved to a house where he thought he was deserving of this house. And then the house came with new costs. So for example, if you move to a bigger house, you are moving from a bedsitter to a one bedroom, you probably will need bigger seats. The kitchen is bigger, so the fridge will probably look smaller, and you will have other things that fall under the concept of lifestyle inflation. Lifestyle inflation is the cause of many people not attaining financial freedom. This is where you will find someone who was earning 30,000 and living comfortably gets to a salary of 200,000, and they are still struggling to make ends meet because of lifestyle inflation. So this is where the cost of your lifestyle is increasing as your income increases. So at the end of the day, instead of managing what you have, you are always taking new challenges and you end up not having financial freedom. Here are some ways you can manage lifestyle inflation. Number one is always to work with a budget. Regardless of the amount of money you are earning, there is no big money or small money, work with a budget and make sure that all your needs, including the basic needs, the wants, and even other things like savings, are budgeted for. So if you, for example, have a budget where you save 20% of your salary, it doesn't matter whether you are earning 25,000 or you are earning 250,000. You always stick to your budget. Number two is to take gradual lifestyle changes. So for example, if your salary increases today by 20%, do not be quick to jump into a lifestyle change, because a simple lifestyle change may seem innocent, but it can come with huge cost. For example, You could think that moving from a place where you are paying 15,000 to another house where they are paying 25,000 is an increase of 10,000. But then it could result that in the area where you are paying 25,000, the amount of money you are spending on shopping increases by maybe 3,000. And the amount of money that you are spending on cab fare, because you probably are not able to access the house at certain hours, also increases. The friends that you're hanging out with will probably have a higher lifestyle which you will want to maintain, because we are all human and you may feel the pressure. Number 3 is to pay yourself first and automate your savings. How this protects you from lifestyle inflation: many times you will fail to save because you always think of, I need to meet my needs and then I'll save whatever is left. But if you have a tendency to increase your lifestyle cost based on the money you have, this day may never reach. So it's always good to start by paying yourself. Whenever you get your salary, start by paying yourself first, and you can actually automate so that you can even talk to your employer so that the extra money they have increased you could probably all go to your savings through a standing order. How is your net pay going to change as new NSSF rates take effect in February 2025? So as you prepare for pay week, one of the things to contend with is the increase in NSSF, and this is because of a law that was introduced in 2023, changing the amount of money that Kenyans contribute to their pension. So the law was initially crafted in 2013 but had been in court for many years until 2023 when it took effect, requiring Kenyans to pay 6% of their gross salary, but then the implementation was going to be in batches. So in 2023, there was an increase in the amount of money Kenyans pay to NSSF. 2024, there was also another gradual increase, which is now applicable until the January pay. Now in 2025, there is going to be another change, and this is effected through the 2 tiers of NSSF contribution. So at the moment, Kenyans contribute a maximum of 2,160, and this is distributed in two layers. So there is the lower limit, which is the first 7,000, you pay 6% of that, you pay 420 to NSSF. And then if you earn more, there is the upper limit. At the moment, the upper limit is 36,000. So you pay another 6% on the extra. So 36,000 minus the 7,000, that's the lower limit. You pay another 6% on the extra money, so you pay 480, and then you pay up to 1740. So in total, at the moment, Kenyans pay a maximum of 2160. So one of the things that's happening is the lower limit is now being increased to 8,000, and the upper limit is going to increase to 72,000. So in effect, what it means is that the maximum amount of money that Kenyans are paying to NSSF is going to move from 2160 to 4320, and this is going to take effect in February, meaning your February salary will decrease because of NSSF is one of the statutory deductions you have to contend with, along with payee, housing levy, and shift. So while NSSF is going to increase at that rate, doesn't mean that your salary will reduce at the same rate. So because the taxable pay will also be reducing. But for perspective, if you earn below 36,000, you are not going to be affected much. But past the 36,000, where now the upper limit will affect you, the salary will reduce with different amounts for Kenyans until those who earn 8,000. For 8,000 and above, the net pay will reduce by about 1,500. If in January you had a gross pay of 50,000, you are getting 39,617 as your net pay. Next week, when it's payday, you will get 39,029 shillings, so you will lose about 600 bob. If you earn 80k as gross, so in January you had 59,724. Next week you will get 58,212, meaning you are losing about 1,500. And for everyone else, because the maximum amount in tier 2 is going to remain the same even if you earn higher, so this is most likely going to be the net change in your pay. However, another increase is going to take place in 2026. The lower limit will move from 8,000, which is being introduced next week, to 9,000, and the upper limit will move from 72,000, that's taking effect next week, to 108,000 in February next year. And to note, all these contributions that the employee makes, the employer is expected to match their contribution, and the first tier must go to NSSF, but the second tier, the employee and the employer both have the option of remitting it.
One thing that's going to come is pain, economic pain. And when that pain comes, it becomes a great unifier. Lynn, like you said, you are sweating very hard here. You are losing money. You're not making money. So you start asking yourself, what is it I'm doing wrong? There's nothing you're doing wrong, by the way. Nothing. Don't even cry about it. You're innovative. You've been smart. You've got a good product in the market. There's nothing you're doing wrong. But the system is rigged against you.
Yeah.
That's all. So change it. And it will be rigged for you. There's nothing you're doing wrong. Anybody who is jobless today, it's not their fault. The system is literally rigged against you. It wants you there. There's nothing you're doing wrong.
By design.
By design. It's by design. Don't even think twice about it.
Wake up to happen.
Yeah, wake up to happen. So I said, eventually there are going to be enough people who are going to start asking themselves questions. Why am I in this pain? Why is my life not going on and getting ahead? And, the young community of Kenyans, whatever level you want to put it at, have access now to information because of political rights. We only had VOK, Voice of Kenya, which became KBC, as our TV and radio station. No other.
Yes.
You couldn't do shows like this. In fact, for any hot political news, we had to try and tune into radio to BBC or Voice of America,
yes.
VOA. That's when you'd even hear the opposition leaders talking, being interviewed by them. Now, you have the information at your fingertips.
Right here.
Right here. So you're seeing, others are enjoying good life. Wazungu seem like they have good life. How come I can't have good life?
Yes.
Even the competition here on social media has been very interesting. Somebody wants to post how they're eating well in nice restaurants, and somebody else wonders, why can't I have that life? One looks like they're dressed well. A lot of it is showbiz, but no matter what it is,
why
one
can't
feels,
I?
why can't I?
Yeah, there's a why
now,
can't
those
I?
questions are very good because they ask yourself, Wani, are we less loved by God than others? What? I've gone to school. I was told that is the path out of poverty. I go to school, I get papers, I'll get a job, and I have a bright future. I come there, and
There's
even
nothing.
a doctor who, if there's a hard degree, it's called a doctor. I think it's the hardest degree.
Yeah.
Is having to go on the streets to beg for their salary,
Yeah.
and they are being treated like they are nothing. So it is no longer a prescription to get out of poverty.
This economy is in shambles. Yesterday you saw the World Bank and IMF come out guns blazing to defend themselves on the issue of debt that we've been talking about here.
Yes.
And it was the headline news on Nation.
Yeah.
And the main point is that debt, which we've been talking about on this platform for now almost 2 years, is the bane of our economy. Our economic pain is caused by the spiraling debt. Debt that a large component of it is odious, is illegal. Debt that was taken without following our laws. Debt that was taken without financing any project. Debt that was taken and ended up in individuals' pockets. And yet you come to the people of Kenya to release money to pay for that debt. So you keep mopping out money out of our economy every month to pay for money that never landed in this economy. That is why there is pain. Our pain is very simple. You are spending 80% of your collections to pay debt finance. And yet the money you are paying for never came here. So you are depleting the money that's circulating in our economy and expropriating it to pay debt. That is why you are feeling pain. This thing will only change when it takes a courageous leader who will break the chain of debt and say, enough is enough. Zakayo cannot do that. Because in this debt mess, Zakayo was first the deputy president. Then he became the president, who has been also taking, in fact, he's taken in 1 year. He took more than 1 trillion debt in 1 year.
They are going for another one this week.
They are now going for, I'm talking of that was last year alone. He took 1 trillion debt.
In 1 year?
In 1 year. One financial year. This year is also saying he's going to take around 1.6 trillion.
Yes.
And when he takes these monies, there is no project. Because if you are doing a project that is worth 1 trillion, all Kenyans will feel the impact of that project.
And now this is just 2 years in government. What do you think of the remaining 3 years?
Pain. If you say I'm a prophet of doom, yes. Sawa, you live your prophet of joy. Me, I'm Jeremiah.
Yeah.
I read the signs on the wall. A prophet is not supposed to tell you what you want to hear. He's supposed to tell you what the truth is.
Yeah.
2 more years of William Ruto is pain. Pain. Because the economy is not improving.
Yeah.
More and more people are becoming jobless. Many shops are closing. Factories are closing. But the government wants more money from you. The cost of living is becoming higher and higher. So if that's not pain, then I don't know.
Yeah.
Me, I recognize that to be pain. So it is going to be more pain. And it is very myopic of Kipchumba Murkomen to say that this criticism is because of tribe. That William Ruto has done far much better than Uhuru and Kibaki in the first 2 years in office. Tell me which tribe is Shifsha? Which tribe is Adani? Which tribe is Odious debt? Which tribe is university funding model? Which tribe is UHC workers? Which tribe is the cost of living? Which tribe is IT mission? And the list can go on.
Okay.
So nobody is criticizing it. And I want you to understand this.
Yes.
You know, politicians, when they are cornered, the traditional politicians, when they are cornered, they try to manipulate you. And you're going to see, I've already noticed on social media platforms, people are trying to bring back this tribal conversation. Oh, we are being attacked because he's a Kalenjin.
This is the time for true change. True change. And for those who are in parliament, nasema by March, munashika vizuri. If by March they don't do anything, hapa nimechukua kijana maridadi wenu wa Ng'ia, anaitwa Willis Otieno Ochieng. Willis mama. Mnatuona hivi? This young man is only 40 years old. Sio ni generation ya Gen Z. Na mimi ni 60. Na sisi tuko na suluhu ya hii shida ya pesa. Mnasikia? Niko na suluhu, tuko na suluhu ya hii shida ya pesa. Tunajua kutafuta pesa. Tunajua kutafuta pesa. Na sisi tunataka tuone nyinyi mko na pesa. Mkiwa na pesa, nchi itaendelea mbele. Hata bizi unaoa utaoa ile kama mzee Ochieng. Unashika? We want you to have money in your pockets, true money. And the only way to get true money is to kill hii kitu inaitwa deni. Tumoe hii kitu ya deni. No, sikulipa. Sikulipa. Hiyo deni umefaidika namna gani na hiyo deni? Umefaidika namna gani? Hiyo ilikuwa wizi mtupu. And we are going to change this game. Mumekubali niende na Willis? Yes. Mumekubali niende na Willis? Mumekubali niende na Willis?
Hata kama uko mjinga aje, hata kama uko kanyaga shule, hata kama wewe akili yako ni ndogo kiasi gani, usifikirie hivi vile huyu mtu anafikiria. Usifikirie vile huyu mtu anafikiria kabisa kabisa.
Ruto must go. Go where? Aende wapi? To State House of Course. 10 years yake amalize. Vile watu wa mlima mulituaibisha 2022. We are going to do the same.
Hajatuambia Ruto inafaa baki kwa power kwa sababu amefanya vitu gani ya kufaidi wananchi. Yeye anasema ataenda kupiga kura kupunish. And I've been telling people, avoid this kind of mentality. I'm telling you, those people who will be going to the ballot to punish others will suffer more after Ruto retains power in 2027. Let us go to this election with a very sober mind as citizens of this nation. If you go to this election to punish someone, my friend, or to punish a certain tribe, you are the first person who will feel the wrath and the heat of that leader. You want to go and elect back. All Kenyans are suffering right now. All Kenyans, hakuna Mkenya pati shida. Let us avoid this kind of thinking. Hii hata mtoto hizi fikiria hivi. How do you go to the ballot to punish people? Instead of you going to elect better leaders who are going to better your life, you are going to punish others. This is a very dangerous way of thinking. Hii ni hatari sana. This is dangerous. You should not think like this. Okay, kama mnavyoona hizi ni milango za duka. Hizi stalls hazijajengwa kitambo sana, hazijakaa sana tangu zijengwe. Nimekuwa nikipita hapa nikiona zikijengwa. Lakini kama unavyoona, okay, zilikuwa zimechukuliwa karibu zote. Zilikuwa na tenants, wacha niseme hivyo. Lakini kama unavyoona sahi, zote zimefungwa. Wacha niwaonyeshe. Hiyo iko wazi, kuna mtu yuko hapo. Alafu unaona hiyo ya kwanza imefungwa. Hizi mbili kulikuwa na kinyozi hapa na salon. One of them ilikuwa ya rafiki yangu, alifunga. Aya, hiyo haiko wazi. Hiyo ni kama ni washroom ya hizo stalls. Huyu siko sure kama bado yuko, ni kama hata dalili ni kama hapa alifunga. Huyo alifunga. Huyo alifunga. Huyo alifunga. Hiyo nyingine ni kama pia imefungwa. Hiyo Megan shop. Huyo peke yake. Unaona hiyo ya mwisho? Hiyo ndio iko wazi peke yake. So hii ni moja tu, one of the examples ya kuonyesha businesses are struggling. Juu kama hawa watu wote wanaweza funga, huyu mtu mwenye alijenga hizi nyumba hajarudisha hata pesa yake. Watu wote wamehama, wameacha hizi maduka, ziko empty zote hizi. Na naweza nikazunguka nikakuonyesha vile watu wamefunga biashara. Hii ni mfano tu, siwezi zunguka kila mahali. This is just an example ya kukuonyesha wewe kama uko na biashara na bado imesimama, una struggle. People are struggling to maintain businesses. Biashara sahihi hazifanyi. Ndio maana unaona watu wanaona heri wafunge, kwa sababu by the end of the day unapata umefanyia landlord na labda mfanyikazi umeweka hapo. Wewe hakuna kitu unabaki. Hata sometimes unatoa pesa yako kwa mfuko, unasort some bills hapa na pale. So I don't know penye hii nchi yetu inaelekea. People are closing businesses na zimefungwa mingi. Sasa nikianza kumake videos zile duka zimefungwa, hata utashangaa. So watu wana struggle sana na hii economy. Hizi tu ni duka za kawaida, imeshinda watu ku maintain. Sasa nashindwa zile biashara kubwa watu wana maintain aje. So tuendelee kujiombea, ni kubaya. It's not easy to run a business. Hata kama ni ya kinyozi. Sahi, juu ya rafiki yangu ile kule, hiyo ya kwanza na ya pili, ilikuwa ni kinyozi na imeshindikana. Na hizi si ati ni duka ati ni za nini, ni za rent pesa mingi, but imeshindikana. Wacha nikusongeze hapa mbele. Kuna zingine nazo ziko hapa ni kama hiyo iko wazi. Alafu na hizi nazo, so unaona hizo pia ni kama zimefungwa. Hapa kulikuwa na hoteli ya Mama Ntilie kibanda, imefungwa. Na hii ni ya mwenyewe, si ati analipa rent. Hiyo nyumba iko hapo ni ndio mwenyewe, ni hiyo hoteli ni yake. But it's closed tena kuanzia kitambo sana. Hata anashindwa kuirana. This economy is not a joke. So tuendelee kujiombea. Mungu tu ndiye atasaidia Wakenya sasa penye imefikia. Wakenya sasa kitu tumebaki nayo tu ni kuongea kizungu. That's the only thing we have. People are suffering out there. watu wanapitia shida nyingi sana, especially watu wenye wako na family. Unapata mtu ako na watoto wawili, watoto watatu, ako na bibi, ako na nini, watoto inafaa waende shule, watoto inafaa wasome, inafaa lipe rent, inafaa fanye nini. Hata mshahara analipwa sasa itoshi. Ile shida watu wanapitia hapa nje, mwenzako akikupigia simu akikwambia nisaidie na shilingi 200, hata usianze kumuuliza ni ya nini na unarudisha lini. Kama uko nayo mtumie. People are passing through hell. People are passing through hell. Hii government imeturudisha tumekuwa fukara. The only thing we remain with ni kuongea English. Majirani wetu Tanzania, Uganda na hizo nchi zingine, at least they can afford to eat. Kenya hata sai kula imekuwa ni shida. Kitu tuko nao ni kuongea kizungu. Na kitu nyingine sahi, watu wamerudi nyuma. I mean the transport industry I'm saying. Sahi hata sahi baiskeli watu wamerudi kwa mapikipiki. Mtu alikuwa anakuambia njoo nichukue nipeleke airport, njoo nichukue nipeleke SGR, njoo nichukue nipeleke Diani. Siku hizi ya Diani sahi sisi hapa Mombasa kwenda hapa Diani sahi imekuwa ni kama tunaenda ngambo. Si rahisi uende Diani ama upeleke mtu Malindi. Hizo kwenda huko ziliisha. Watu hawaendi tena. People no longer go there. Wenye walikuwa wanatumia magari sasa wamerudi kwa pikipiki na baiskeli. Baiskeli sasa zimejaa. Kitambo ulikuwa hata si rahisi uone baiskeli. Ulikuwa za piga hata wiki mbili hujaona bicycle. Sasa zimejaa tele. Black Mamba ziko kila mahali. Hizo baiskeli za Black Mamba. Zimeanza kurudi because poverty, people are going back. So mwenzako akuomba, mimi wajua hata nilikuwa nachukia mtu kunitumia please call me. Lakini siku hizi naelewa. Send me please call me, I'll call you back. People are broke. Watu hawana pesa. Tuliambiwa nini mwenye yako chini atapanda juu? Hapana. Ndiye anarudi kwenda chini. Hata ile kidogo ulikuwa nao kwa mfuko sasa inatolewa. We are dead broke as Kenyans. Na nikisikia mtu anasema 10 bila break, huwa inanitia huzuni sana. Because if you've not suffered in this government, I don't know ni suffering gani unangoja. Sijui ni ya hell ama ni gani unangoja. People are broke. So kama mwenzako amekuitisha hata shilingi 50, tuma hata 100. And don't ask ni ya kazi gani. Tuma tu. Sahi Kenya, let us support each other. Kwa sababu it is evident politicians, they have no time for us. So let us help each other. People are broke. Mbaya sana.
Leo nataka kuongelesha ndugu zangu kutoka Nyanza, Western na Coast. I want to tell them, being in government, hiyo haimaanishi ati ndio mtapata more development. Hiyo ni uongo mtupu. Whatever gives you more development is by electing competent leaders. And I will give you example. You guys have been in opposition for more than 40 years. And Kikuyus have been in government for more than 40 years. But look at town like Moranga, look Nyeri, and look somewhere like Laikipia, and look someone like Nyandarua. Those places are underdeveloped. You cannot compare them with Kisumu, you cannot compare them with Western, and you cannot compare them even with Eldoret. Why? Because you guys have been electing competent leaders to deliver to you. Another good example, look at those people who have been ranked as the best MPs and performers in your areas. Look someone like Babu Owino. These guys have always been in opposition till to date. But they are developing their areas more than someone who is even in government, somewhere in Nyandarua, or somewhere in Laikipia, or somewhere in Nyeri. Why? Because they have competency in them. So msidanganywe na kaongo, because that is what is going telling everyone there, ati mkiwa kwa serikali ndio mtabenefit. No, you can be in government but have an incompetent MP, na you will still not get the development. So msidanganywe na mtu. So you vote for competent leaders. Mambo ya kukua kwa serikali hiyo watana nayo. Now your leader who is in government is there because anashiba, si kwa sababu yako, and he is pushing you to be in that government ndio yeye ashibe.
The most beautiful woman in the world, my wife. The most beautiful woman in the world? I don't think so, mate. I mean, honestly. And she looks, you know, fine. Good. Very presentable. Better than ever. Just not better than everyone. What? Sorry, Jane. You've not been thinking you're the most beautiful woman in the world, have you? Why did you think that? What? Have you all gone mad? She is not the most beautiful woman in the world. She's top half. Probably. But that's largely because of her relative youth. I just wouldn't want their life together to kick off with a lie.
To me, she's the most beautiful woman in the world, so just get on with it.
Okay, to you. Right, but you know she's not really. Deep down, you're not mad. You just fancy her more than she is objectively attractive. Which is good!
Was I alright? Really good, mate. Really good.
By the way, guys, if y'all have not realized, Trump has been a sworn-in president for less than 48 hours. But the changes he's already making are massive. Like, he's making big decisions in less than 48 hours. In less than 48 hours, amemaliza LGBTQ. Amesema huko kuna gender mbili peke yake, male and female. In less than 48 hours, amerudisha TikTok. In less than 48 hours, anyway, na kuna huyu wenyu anafanya campaign. Anafanya campaign. Ai. Mungu tusamehe. Anafanya campaign. Anafanya. Hey.
Mheshimiwa William Ruto, wewe ni mwizi. Msaidizi wako ni mwizi. Na lazima tunaomba kwamba Mheshimiwa William Ruto, omba wa Kenya msamaha. Omba wa Kenya msamaha kwa sababu ya yale maovu ambayo uliyafanya na Wakenya wanaumia.
We will not tire. We will not be scared. Tuko tayari. Polisi wajitayarishe mpaka jioni. Ni kukimbiana hapa na pale. Wanasa kwame. Wanasa ai. Wanasa wololo. Wanasa.
Enda pole pole. Cool down. We are not cooling down any soon. In fact, it might get hotter.
We will consolidate. Kisungu kubwa. And after we consolidate, we will strategize.
Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
Hey!
Whoa, hey.
Hello.
And don't buy into the political rhetoric of trying to divide you into tribes.
Yes.
Our problems are not tribal. There is no Kikuyu problem, there is no Kalenjin problem, there is no Luo problem, there is no Somali problem. There is no Kamba problem.
Yes.
Chief share knows no tribe. The university funding model knows no tribe.
Yeah.
Joblessness knows no tribe. All these problems that we point out, they do not know any tribe.
The revolution about to be televised. You picked the right time, but the wrong guy. I want to perform their favorite song, but you know they love to sue. What song? Yeah, that song. That song? Maybe I think about it. Oh, no. Know what? I slow it down. Say, ladies, do me this solid.
Ooh. Kusambaza hiyo message. Thank you. Fagia?
What?
I'll take it to all the corners. You take it to the entire nation. Yes. Eh? Yes. It is a very solid car. Thank you, sir.
Ndugu yangu,
God bless you.
fagia wote.
Kazi yangu.
Asante.
Ndugu yangu.
Good luck, my brother.
Thank you so much.
Good luck. Good luck.
All
the best.
Thank you, sir. It's time for a fresh start. Tunafagia wote. Your Excellency.
Aya, alafu matopare. Okay, matopare. Matopare. Topa. Matopare. Matopare, topa.
Tuesday tunarudi uwanjani.
She asked me, baby, where you from? I told her, Kenya.
I beg of us, I really want to beg of us today, as the chair of UDA, let's stay focused to what it is we promise those hustlers. Because if we don't deliver, those hustlers will send us out of power, and they'll send us with vengeance. So let us talk about roads, electricity, education, health, types. Let's tone down on the politics. It is not healthy. It is not healthy. It is the wrong time.
Wananchi naweza sikia kuchukua William Ruto. Wanaweza mchukua kwa sababu sisi wananchi, we don't need him. Ametuchosha. Ama nyinyi mjachoka? Mjachoka na Ruto? Ule mtu anataka kuchukua William Ruto, you can take him for free, take Wetangula for free, take Mudavadi for free. Tunawapea hizo takataka zote waende waongoze if they are good to you.
Majenzi mko? Kazi mnafanya kwa mtandao ni mzuri sana. Na tunapongeza nyinyi. Na muendelee. Mtaendelea. Lakini mtandao peke yake haitoshi. Tunataka mjiandikishe kama wapiga kura. Wale watu ambaye watakomboa Kenya hii, wenye kuamua Kenya itaongozwa namna gani, ni hao majenzi wetu mwaka wa 2027. Lakini hamwezi amua Kenya itakaa namna gani kwa simu peke yake. Lazima mchukue vitambulisho, lazima mjiandikishe kama wapiga kura. Siku hiyo ikifika muamuke saa 9, muungane na sisi na wengine, tuende pale kwa debe, tutafute uongozi wa maana ambaye utaheshimu wa Kenya, utaheshimu demokrasia na utakubali kufanyia kila mtu maendeleo. Tumekubaliana majenzi?
Hata nasahau tarehe ni gani. Mimi siko na tarehe kwa kalenda. Na mimi hata sina haja nayo. Mimi chenye niko nayo ni serikali ya 2027. Huyu mkata ushuru tumtoe. Na tuungane si wote.
Meta vile naona nisha reject hiyo finance bill 2025. Ningoje tu date ya maandamano. Juu mambo yendi bana. Mimi hata wafanye nini? Mimi nisha reject. Mufanye nini? Nisha reject. Mufanye nisha reject. Nime reject. Mtoe date ya maandamano sasa bana.
And we are not alone. There's a new force of nature at hand, stirring all over the world. They are the young people whom, frankly, we have failed, who are angry, who are organized, who are capable of making a difference. They are a moral army. And the most important thing that we can do for them is to get the hell out of their way.
Kwanza ikifika 2027 naiba mpaka kura ya madhangu na budangu. Sitaki warudi tu huko tena. Sima youth church anuka. Madha zetu bado Ruto unaenda home na 13 parliament tunaivunja. Wende home wote tuanze fresh.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm here to address you. You must go. Ruto must go. Kwapa na hatuendi. Kwapa tunalala huku na hatuendi. We don't fear you guys. You hypocrites. We don't fear you. Mr. Speaker, we don't fear you. Tuko ndani. We stomped inside. Sisi ni nani? I'm inside. Niko ndani. Na tunamalizana na nyinyi. Tunamalizana na nyinyi. Mmetutesa sana. Today is today. You must hear our cry. Sisi ni sisi. Utatusikiza. Hii ni bunge yetu. Sisi tumewafanya mkuu hapa. This is our parliament. You must hear us. Kama hamna masikio, tutawafanya msikie. Poa manze.
Sha nini? President, tunataka kuambia uko na miaka 2 katika ofisi. Na hawa wananchi hawa they will punish you, na hata ukiwa na pesa utakutoa nje.
wacheni tu mimi niseme na mapema. Ndio kama kuna list na andiko mniweke kwa list. I can't wait to reject Finance Bill 2025. I can't wait because I know it will be something absurd. It will be something mental. I can't wait. Mniweke kwa list jameni. List reject.
Idiots who don't want to participate in the affairs of their nation, they think things will just work in and of themselves. Then they are tribalists. And these tribalists, they think that they are only safe with people who are from their tribe. And tribe can mean people from the same culture, same language, or same culture. Then they are citizens. These are individuals who are responsible and know that when you want to be served, you must give those who have the desire and the intellectual capacity to serve you. In many societies, it is only a small percentage of people that can be called citizens, not more than 5%. And if a society wants to grow in the right direction, civic education is what will help the idiot and the tribalist to become a citizen.
Itoe Ruto Kenya, hata kama ni angalau na jali. Sisi Kenya tumechoka na Ruto, maisha imetuharibikia, analipisha mpaka sodo ya wamama. Pure kabisa Ruto. We don't like you, go home. Sasa tafuta kiongozi ambaye anapenda mwananchi na anapenda kijana kama sisi.
They want to be described as honorable even when they are horrible. They acquire things which they have not worked for. They promise us things that they know they will never deliver. And there is no shortage of such men and women in the African continent.
Now, why do you want Ruto gone?
We want Ruto gone because he is killing innocent people. He's wanting to pass the Finance Bill 2024. He's putting tax on sanitary products that girls can't even buy. He can't go to school. He's corrupt. He's taking the money. He needs to go.
Yes.
Get out. If you're going to raise anything, start with your hairline.
Nice.
Control, Alt, Delete, Ruto. The drunk did better than you. Drunkard did better than you.
Nice.
Now the next election,
yes.
Unajua hawa ndio watakuwa nasema fagia wote ama mtasema namna gani? This generation,
yes,
they use their might because they didn't vote, the largest vote in the last election.
Hi Kenyans, mi sina maneno mingi. All I want to say is Ruto must go like yesterday. Bye.